You've spent the last 5 years with Brian Kelly at Notre Dame. You guys won a ton of football games, went to 2 college football playoffs. When you guys get down to LSU and you look at the challenges ahead, how do you view it?
Every job's unique. Every job has its own set of challenges. Every job has its own positives. This one's no different. But after having been with Coach Kelly the last 5 years, and we've really known each other for about a dozen years now, but having worked for him the last 5, we come here with immense confidence that as I believe that as he installs his plan, his structure, his accountability, as he develops his culture, when you combine that with the resources at the university, the support of the fan base, and frankly, the wealth of talent that is available within a 400-mile radius of this campus, that ultimately we will do what we set out to do, which is win a national championship. And had I felt any differently, would not have uprooted my family and made the move that we made. But I have such conviction about Brian Kelly and such conviction about LSU, the administration, and their conviction to win here, that it made it an easy choice. I have no doubt that ultimately we will be successful. Now, it's going to be a process. There's no doubt. But we are well on our way. And this team is filled with talented, really good guys. And I think we showed that in a short time, we can recruit the type of guys that we want here that are elite level football players. I mean, we did that December official visit right before the early signing date, and Walker Howard and Will Campbell and so many of these these young guys are there. We only signed what I think 13 or 14. I can't remember exactly what the number was. We only signed a small group in that December date of high school guys, but as we met them all and spent time with them, I turned to another guy on staff and said, my God, I mean, there's 15 kids here this weekend and 8 or 10 of them are going to be pros. Yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable. So we believe that we can recruit at a really high level here. And again, I am such a believer in what Coach Kelly does and how he builds the program that I do believe that we will do what we set out to do.
That seems like that has been the feedback from people around the program, people around LSU in the short time that Coach Kelly has been on campus and been directing and leading LSU football, is that it just feels very organized. It feels very well directed. And it feels like there is a plan in place that every single day somebody is attacking. Short term, it just feels very professional. What is it like working for Kelly? What is his best attribute that he sells? Because at least to the new people that see him now, he feels very, very pointed, very organized, and very focused.
Well, I want to make sure that LSU fans and people understand, none of us walk around right now saying, boy, this thing was so screwed up. We would never disrespect any of the people that were here before us by doing that. The one thing that we have done, and Coach Kelly's done from the moment that he's arrived, is begin to build his infrastructure and put his plan in place. And he is the only person I have ever encountered in my career that when people say the word process is used, and it's probably overused in the sports world, this is our process. Embrace our process. But often when you say to that person, okay, well, what is our process? And they'll start to begin to talk in generalities. Well, we believe in toughness, and we believe in going to class, and we believe in practicing hard. And Coach Kelly is the only person I've ever been around. When someone says to him, define the process, he can repeat it immediately. I mean, here it is. Boom, boom, boom. Here's what we believe in. Here's how we attack things. Here's how we're organized. And it has never changed in 5 years that I've been with him. He's never veered from the message, ever. and it is a winning formula. And he believes 100% in what he's doing and how we're going to build the thing, and that it will be successful. And that is an incredible feeling to come to work with every day, secure in the notion that we have a plan. We are going to stick to this plan no matter what. And we know for a fact that it's going to be successful because the man has won every place he's ever been. So why is that going to change now when we have access to more talent? We have an administration that is willing to support us in every way possible. I mean, we are so confident that it's going to work. Now, we're not going to turn around and talk about, hey, in year 2, we're going to be here. Like, no, we're installing his plan, and we're going to work it, and we're going to work it with relentless energy and effort, and we are in a relentless pursuit of better. And that's what we're doing, and we have supreme confidence that it's going to work. Now, the other part about Brian Kelly is he's the single best communicator that I have ever been around.
Wow.
He's unbelievable. He can speak to anybody. He can speak to a 16-year-old rising junior recruit. He can speak to a billionaire booster and everywhere in between, and he connects with people. He builds relationships. And in this day and age, that is the name of our business. We've got to build relationships with these young people, and we've got to be able to paint them a picture and get everybody pulling in the same direction. And he's terrific at that. He's underrated as a football mind. People don't know how smart a football guy he is, and not just offensively. I mean, in all 3 phases. I mean, he started his career as a defensive coordinator, and every once in a while he'll wander into an office and somebody's attacking a problem that seems fairly complicated, and he can make it simple in a hurry and help all 3 phases of the game. And then lastly, we're in a very competitive business, and I think I have a lot of similarities between Coach Kelly. I mean, your competitor, your energy, your fire gets up sometimes, and people have caught that on camera. But the reality of it is, he's a really good human being. I mean, the way he's treated my family and the time that we've known each other, the way that he treats the staff, he really is a good person. So when the opportunity arrived for me to come with him and be a part of this thing, there was not a whole lot of debate because my wife and I, we know what we're getting when we work for him. And it's really, really good. It's really attractive to us as a family. So he said, let's go. We're going. And you combine that with the fact that we're coming here to such a special place with incredible tradition and fan base and history that it's exciting. I mean, I made no bones about it. I love the last place. I spent 10 years there total out of my 25. I loved it. But transition is expected in our profession. And how many times in your career could you say, I'm leaving Notre Dame for a place that I'm really, really excited about, man? I mean, how cool is this? So, we're excited about what we're doing. I'm thrilled to go to work with him every day, and Tiger fans should know their program is in great hands, and we are working the plan every single day to get this thing back to where everybody wants it to be.